Wait, what? Oh my goodness. So, if you haven't heard, Kyle Rittenhouse is back in the news cycle. This time, he's opining about the Karmelo Anthony case. Yeah, I know. The case that's got all these racists just in their fifis. Now, just to give a little backstory on Kyle Rittenhouse, he's known for, essentially taking the life of people and claiming self-defense. But he's more known for him crying on the stand. Well, I can't even say he was crying. It was more of just sobbing with the lack of tears. So he, just...
There were three.
Beta! That's really what he's known for. The memes have gone crazy. But a little backstory into Kyle Rittenhouse. Kyle Rittenhouse comes from a single-parent household. The day in time that he went to Kenosha, he didn't tell his mom. That's correct. So he lied to his mom because she didn't know where he was going. Goes to Kenosha. He gets a gun from his friend. That's correct. The gun that he used to do this, this reign of terror, we'll say. That's where he got the gun from, was from his friend. Let's just say there are videos prior to what he did on that day. There's videos of him showing low impulse control, talking about how he wished he had his AR-15, suggesting that he would cause, carnage and ruckus to these group of people that he believed was stealing from, I believe it was a local CVS. He thought they were stealing. He was like, man, I wish I had my AR-15. So puts it in the state of mind how violent just, this person is. That video wasn't put into court, just so we're clear. Another video of him actually being a woman abuser, of him assaulting this young girl. That video wasn't put into court, just so we're clear. Lastly, we're talking about his IQ. This person failed the military exam so poorly that he was banned from the Marines. He was banned. I've never heard of someone being banned, okay? But he was banned. So let's just get all this right. Single parent, low IQ, low impulse control. That's very interesting. What does that sound like? It almost sounds like the stereotype that they want to project onto black people. This is something that I've said before. Every accusation for them is nothing more than confession.
Ironic.
But moving forward, let's get into the actual tweet. And the tweet that he puts out, he says that Karmelo Anthony deserves life in prison. Now, let's just let that marinate. Let that marinate for a second. This is Kyle Rittenhouse. So, the same person where they wanted to complain that the left was putting out all these narratives, all these propaganda. Oh my God, a little white kid just went and did a terror spree and everything. And then we come to find out that he's claiming self-defense. This person is a person that says Karmelo Anthony needs to serve life in prison. Mind you, what do we know about the Karmelo Anthony case to be factually true? Zero. Nothing. No facts have come out. All we know is Karmelo Anthony's claiming self-defense and that there's a little kid, Austin Metcalf, who's no longer with us. We've had the father constantly come out, despite these racists who are very upset with him, saying, hey, don't make this a racial issue. This is a human issue. This is what this is. We have these racists going full cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs over this father because he's not allowing them to use his dead son to make this some type of racial issue, some type of racial division, which is what these demons constantly do. Damn. Now, Kyle Rittenhouse was deemed innocent until proven guilty among these people. Innocent until proven guilty, okay? They said, hey, we don't know all the facts, innocent until proven guilty. By that same token, you would think that he would share the same charity that was bestowed upon him to Karmelo Anthony, especially given that we have no facts of the case. No, he doesn't do that. And this goes to show you, as I've said before, it has nothing to do with law and order. To them, law and order goes back to their Neanderthal caveman mindset, which is black person bad, white person good. That's what these demons, that's what this lineage of evil, that is the low IQ mindset that they have, and that's their worldview. So when it comes to a Kyle Rittenhouse is presumed innocent until proven guilty. When it comes to Karmelo Anthony, he's presumed guilty until proven innocent. And we see this time and time and time again. Even with my recent video that I did with the father, one thing that I left out of that video was the fact that white youth get to grow into maturity. Listen, let me repeat that again. That white youth get to grow into maturity into this country. They get to become men. Black youth have to come out of the womb as men. They don't have a chance to have youth. They don't have a chance to have or to make mistakes. They have to be perfect. They have to be right out of the womb. This is something that is exclusive to black youth in this country that is not seen in any other group. White kids can make mistakes and be like, well, it's a mistake. A black kid makes mistakes and they're treated as an adult. We've seen this throughout history, even when it comes to the medical field, that they are treated differently. We are treated differently due to the color of our skin, due to these ignorance.
Wake up, nigga.
Having said that, as I said before, when it comes to law and order, this is their law and order. This is justice to them. We have to prove ourselves every chance we get. In times when we're actually shown to be innocent, that is a miscarriage of justice to them. They're still making memes over George Floyd. Think about that. Still making memes over George Floyd. We have Ahmaud Arbery where they did the same thing. Guilty until proven innocent. He was still, in the house. Oh, he was a jogging. Yeah, that's what he's in. And they try to use it as a pejorative. Oh, a bunch of joggers. This is what these people are. When they show you who they are, believe them. And then what do we come out to find out? That the McMichaels were actually racist, and they did exactly what we accused them of doing, which is targeting this black kid, simply because he was a racist. That's what they were. They were charged and convicted with hate crimes. Now, when it comes to Karmelo Anthony, this is what they're doing. They're doing the exact opposite. And for Kyle Rittenhouse, of all people, to say that Karmelo Anthony should be in life in prison without any facts on the case, without it even going to trial. We don't even have a trial yet, mind you. And he is already casting blame. He is already saying, hey, he needs to go to prison for the rest of his life. This goes to show you that people like this are wicked. They come from a lineage of evil. That's who they are. That they are not looking for justice. They are not looking for equality. That's not what they're looking for. They will constantly bring this up when it comes to their own. But when it comes to a black youth, that's when it's like, well, he's guilty. Well, obviously he did it. And they will try and do these justifications as to why the black youth is guilty, why the black man and black woman is guilty. And they will do that same mental gymnastics to explain why the white youth is innocent, why the Shiloh Hendrix is innocent, how she's justified in calling the little kid, the N-word and all that. This is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with a low IQ, hate-filled, demonic presence. That is what it is. As the scripture says, they come here to kill, steal, and destroy. And if you don't believe in the scripture, well, you can see it out of their deeds, okay? You can see what type of fruit they bear. And it's nothing of value, just so we're clear. So I find it a bit ironic that Kyle Rittenhouse, who was given that same presumption of innocence, is now completely shunning Karmelo Anthony, someone who he doesn't even know anything about the case, right? Has no facts, but is saying that he should rot away in prison for the rest of his life. This goes to show you, when you turn the other cheek, they're going to smack that as well. So keep that in mind. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think. I don't know what the other side is gonna say. Well, Lucas, he killed a little white kid and he guilty. That's why. That's where we are with these people, bro. This is like, just bottom feeding, knuckle dragging type of, reasoning. It just is what it is. It's illogical. but they have no problem being boldly ignorant. That's what I've noticed. They have no issue, no concern with being boldly ignorant, where you're loud and wrong. That's what these people are doing. Nevertheless, if you happen to disagree, you know where to find me during disagreement days. Thursday through Saturday, there'll be a number on screen. Call in, we duke it out. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like, share, comment. Let me know what you guys think, and subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Till next time, guys, be amazing.
There were 3.
Beta!